We have among us Honorable Mrs. Nila Rung. She is a spouse of His Excellency Ambassador of Myanmar to India, Mr. Mo Kyo Ong. Thank you so much. And now I request Ms. Tisha, a student of Sulabh Public School, class 9th student. She will recite a citation in the honor of His Excellency Dato Paduka Sidek Ali ji. Please kindly come on the stage.
Sulabh Shanti, we are extremely happy to welcome amidst us today His Excellency Mr. Dato Paduka Sidek Ali, High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam to the Republic of India. Gregarious, charming and multi-talented Ambassador Dato Paduka Sidek Ali has been the High Commissioner of Brunei to India since 2008, and he has worked steadily and efficaciously to deepen the bilateral ties between India and Brunei. His Excellency Mr. Dato Paduka Sidek Ali has a distinguished diplomatic career. He is also the non-resident High Commissioner to Sri Lanka as well as to Nepal. Before coming to India, His Excellency was also the Ambassador of Brunei to Laos and has also been previously to Jakarta, Indonesia. We welcome Your Excellency to our Sulabh campus and wish you a joyous and glorious future. Your Excellency, we take this opportunity to briefly inform you about our Sulabh movement. Since its inception in 1970, Sulabh has spearheaded a movement for restoration of human rights and dignity to the scavenging untouchables, as well as for the providing safe and hygienic human waste disposal system for millions of toiletless Indians. In both these areas, our founders' struggle and achievements over the years have been outstanding. Emancipation and rehabilitation of over 1 million scavengers and his invention of Sulabh two-pit pore flush ecological compost toilet, recognized by the UNDP and WHO as one of the best global technologies for disposal of human waste, and construction of 1.5 million household toilets as well as 9,000 pay and use toilet complexes being used daily by 20 million Indians. Like James Watt, who gave the concept of steam engine, and Alexander Fleming, who invented penicillin, by Dr. Pathak invented and innovated the toilet technology and named it Sulabh Shauchalaya. This technology has over the years been approved and recommended for use by the national and international agencies and has been featured by the BBC Horizons as one of the 5 unique inventions of the world. The UNDP, UNICEF, UN Habitat, Government of India and of many other countries have adopted this technology. Sulabh has also trained engineers, administrators, planners and architects from 15 African countries. The Sulabh toilet technology has also ensured that women go to toilet with safety and dignity and girls go to school due to availability of toilets. Our movement is inspired by Gandhiji, and we are bringing social change in India through peaceful and non-violent means, and that has made a huge difference in the lives of the untouchables and the widows of the Vrindavan, Varanasi and Uttarakhand. Besides our active participation in the ongoing Clean India mission, Sulabh as a leading national organization is also committed to promote all social developments programs of the Indian government. Your Excellency, we have that this visit of yours and our interaction will bring us closer, paving the way for a deeper cooperation in our common aspiration and striving for a clean, healthy, and better world. The Sulabh family is enormously grateful for your visit. We warmly welcome you to our premises and we wish you and pray for your healthy, flourishing, and glorious life. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tisha. And now I request Ms. Sonia Rana, a student of class 10th from Sulabh Public School, to kindly recite the citation in the honor of His Excellency Yong Sin, Ambassador, Embassy of Cambodia to India.
Sulabh Shanti. We are extremely happy to welcome amidst us today His Excellency Mr. Yung Sin, who has been the Ambassador of Cambodia to India since October 2018. Prior to this, His Excellency was the Secretary of State at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Cambodia. His Excellency has also served as Ambassador of Cambodia to Thailand as well as Czechoslovakia. His Excellency is currently the chair of the ASEAN New Delhi Committee, and he is known to be strongly committed to strengthen the bilateral relationship between India and Cambodia. His Excellency is a seasoned and multi-talented diplomat who has served his country exceedingly well in international affairs for long years. We extend him a warm welcome to our Sulabh campus and we wish him a bright and glorious future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sonia. And now I request Ms. Yachika, a student of class 10th from Sulabh Public School, to kindly recite citation in the honor of His Excellency Pham Sa Chao, Ambassador of Embassy of Vietnam to India.
Sulabh Shanti. We are extremely happy to welcome amidst us today Vietnamese Ambassador to India, His Excellency Mr. Pham Sa Chao. Throughout his distinguished public service career, he has been deeply committed to building an inclusive, sustainable learning society and promoting gender equality through intercultural dialogue and international cooperation. The Sulabh family is greatly delighted to greet Ambassador Pham Sa Chao as Vietnam and India hold key features position in South Asia, which is currently witnessing a rapid economic growth. And it is heartening that the two countries have in the recent past strengthened their relationship in areas of trade, commerce, and investment. Ambassador Chow is committed to a strong relationship between the two countries, and we hope that he will eminently succeed in bringing India and Vietnam close. Born in 1961 into a diplomatic family, Ambassador Pham Sa Chao has an extraordinary educational and professional career. He holds a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations from the University of Foreign Affairs in Hanoi, Vietnam, and a Diploma in International Law from the International Institute of Social Studies in The Hague, Netherlands, and has studied at the Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies in Hawaii, United States. Graduate Institute of International and Development Studies in Geneva, Switzerland, the University of Oslo in Norway, and the European Union Training Center in Belgium. Beginning his professional career as political attaché, Cabinet Office, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Vietnam, he has been given since then many key positions in domestic and international affairs of his country. And he has done his country proud, establishing himself as a seasoned diplomatic and educator with diverse international experience. He has served in high-ranking official position in the Vietnamese Foreign Ministry, most recently as the assistant to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. He has received numerous distinctions, including the Grand Cross of the Order of the Crown from the Kingdom of Belgium and the Ordre des Palmes academics from the Government of France in recognition of his distinguished career of public service. Fluent in Vietnamese, English and French, the excellently gifted and multi-talented ambassador Mr. Pham Shan Chau is an asset to his great country. He is married and has one son and one daughter, and we wish him and his family a wonderful and glorious life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Yachika ji. And now I request respected Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak ji, founder and social reformer from Sulabh Sanitation and Social Reform Movement, to kindly welcome the guest, please.
Excellencies, His Excellency, I cannot pronounce properly to all of your names, so I just say Excellencies, and friends from Sulabh. I feel proud and privileged that you have taken trouble to come to see our campus. What we have done in last 50 years for this country, which has global application. John F. Kennedy, President of America, he said, not ask what the country has done for you, ask what you have done for the country. And in the year 1968, when I came on the scene, I joined a society which was formed to celebrate the birth centenary of Mahatma Gandhi. The centenary year was 1969. I joined 1968. And since then, I have been working in this field. When I came on the scene, no house in rural areas in India had toilets. Women had to go outside for defecation. And they have to suffer the most. They have to go to defecation before sunrise, in darkness, or after sunset. And they used to fell prey, snakes, animals, and sometimes humans also, rapes. no school had a toilet. So girls' child did not go to school. In public places, no public toilet. And you have seen, you have met now they are Brahmins, but formerly they were engaged in unclean occupation of cleaning human feces, the night soil. And 85% houses had bucket toilets cleaned by untouchables. So you have seen already, I should not go in detail, just say, had not I invented these technologies, had not I developed methodologies, how to work with the government, how to work with companies and others, then it was not possible to what we have seen today. So, inventions of technologies, methodologies, implementation, and follow-up, that is the success of Sulabh. Our technology has been accepted, even in Vietnam, what they do, this is Sulabh technology. So that way, on our technology, Government of India has got built about 90 million toilets, and many other countries. And this technology has global application, Asia, Africa, Latin America. Only these technologies help them to achieve the target to provide toilets to 2.4 billion people who have no access to safe and hygienic toilets. So this is very important, and this is one most important, that we have not patented these technologies. These are free for patents. In this age of commercialization and economic development, you must not have heard any technologies developed and not patented. Even they think in the evening and go in the morning to patent office first. So this is the age of commercialization and consumerization. We have given this concept of that philosophy and spiritual aspect of life. That whatever you develop, whatever you earn, divide among all. It's not only, no, I will own only. Nobody can own. So we have combined Sulabh with technology, sociology, and also spiritual aspect of life and philosophy. And combining all these, what we have seen today, it is not only application of technology, but also have seen the human face. Can you imagine that those who were cleaning that soil, and you can touch dogs in India, but you cannot touch an untouchable. This was the situation. The widows I told earlier could not play color festivals. Now they are enjoying life. So we have changed the, say, face of the country, and we have turned the pages of history of India. And these have global application. You have seen everything, so I am not going to repeat. Just I say that we have, what we have created, all are being used. You will not heard a Sulabh toilet not being used. We have 1.5 million toilets built since 74. And you ask the list from us, you take it and go and see yourself. It's still functioning. We have about public toilets in 9,000 places, biggest in Pandharpur, Maharashtra, and at present 200,000 people use. Next year 400,000 will use. Biggest in the world. This is one. So you must have seen in the museum also. So that way it is very important that what you create, we will have to show to people it is existing. And the Gandhi, this is the land of Gandhi. So always we have to bring back Gandhi. Why? That everybody should speak truth, even the government. The first thing is the government should speak truth. Only the people will follow. The government wants people should speak truth. Government will not follow. That is the problem. So that way, what we have done, we have already done and they are being used. So I won't go in detail. You have seen everything. We would like to hear from you. Your blessing should come to us. So we are thankful that you have come. And please come again and again. And we would like to work with Asian countries because we have expertise, efficiency, commitment, all we have. But because we don't have the funds to go in the Asian countries, but these technologies are required for Asian countries also. That is, I was in Cambodia. I saw that they have no proper toilets in the villages. And whatever they are building will not be very functional. So that is required. So all these Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, all these need the technologies. So with these words, I welcome all of you here. And I know your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now I request His Excellency, Mr. Yong Sin, Embassy of Cambodia to India, to kindly bless us with his word.
Good afternoon, everybody. This morning, we have learned a lot from Dr. Pathak. So, in this discussion, I would like to say a few words on behalf of the ASEAN New Delhi community, as well as on behalf of my mission, the Royal Embassy of Cambodia in New Delhi. I have took the chairmanship of ADNC last week from Dato Sidak Ali last week. So I'm waiting you as the chairman of the ADNC. I still remember during the last 24 years, it was my first visit, official visit to India. At that time, I accompanied my former Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of International Cooperation to pay an official visit to Mumbai and New Delhi on June 1994. So for me, it needs 24 years to become ambassador of Cambodia to India. Excellency Ambassador and High Commissioner of Brunei, Vietnam, as well as the other embassy of ASEAN country in New Delhi. Dear Dr. Binsewa Pathak, founder, Sulabh International Social Service Organization, Excellency Head of Mission, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are honored and pleased to visit to Sulabh International Social Service Organization, founded by Dr. Binsewa Pathak Taking this opportunity, allow me to express my sincere thanks for the warm welcome and hospitality extended to all of us. Also, I would like to thank High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam, Dato' Sidak Ali, for organizing this visit for all of us today. With an amazing experience we had today, I am deeply touched by the immense effort by everyone involved, including the volunteers in promoting human rights, environmental sanitation, non-conventional sources of energy, waste management, and social reform through education. The museum, which dedicated to history of sanitation and toilet, raised awareness message of cleanliness and hygiene in public. It is extremely informative and interesting museum. Thank you once again for all the effort contributed by the esteemed office of Sulabh by Sulabh Office of Sulabh International Social Service Organization in making our visit more acknowledgeable, unforgettable. All my best wishes to the organization for its great success. I would like to thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are really overwhelmed with your kind words. And now I request His Excellency Dato' Paduka Siddiq Ali, High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam to India, to kindly bless us with his words.
Good afternoon. The Honorable Dr. Bineswar Pathak, Founder, Sulabh International Sanitation, Social Reform and Help Others Movement, and Madam Amula Pathak. Excellencies, my colleagues, Ambassador Aung San, Chairman of ANDC and also Ambassador of Cambodia to India, my colleague, Ambassador Pham San Chao, Ambassador of Vietnam to India, and Mr. Tien, who is representing the Embassy of Myanmar, other dignitaries on the dais, and Madam, the management team of Sulabh, and students and parents. I would like to thank Mr. Dr. Bineswar Pathak and his management for inviting us to this unique organization that we have enjoyed today. I would like to echo what my colleague Ambassador Aung San said just now, that how we are privileged and honored to be among you midst today and have the opportunity to know better the facilities, the drives, the commitments of not only making toilets and the technology related to it, but also to emancipate some of the unlucky people to a better status. And I have listened to what Mr. Bineswar Pathak was saying, how technology, how commitment, and how the organization have emancipated a lot of people, not only in in Delhi or in the Haryana, but also as far as Rajasthan. And I noted that what is unique, what is important, I think, is the selfless dedication and commitment of Dr. Bineshwar Pathak to the cause of humanity. That is the priceless offer that Dr. Pathak has offered to this organization. And I hope that he will continue to do so for many years to come. And I was very thankful to the young girl who had introduced my resume, something that was missed out. I think that I started in my career with education back in 1979. I was a teacher then until I joined the Foreign Service in 1991. So when I saw those children given the opportunity to have access to education, skill, that is very, very crucial here. These are the future, not only for India, for the rest of the world, kids, children. So I would like to dedicate my congratulations to them. And I'm sure that after we have visited all the facilities here, that we have learned quite a lot. And maybe some of them copy the ideas of what you have learned, what you have presented here. So once again, it's really an honor and a privilege for us and for me and for my wife to have the opportunity to interact close and personal with not only the management, the leader, of course, Dr. Bineshwar Pathak, but also the students, the staff, and everybody else here. So thank you very much, and good afternoon to everybody.
Thank you so much, His Excellency. We are really very grateful to hear your experiences and to blessing us. And now I request His Excellency Pham Sa Chao, Embassy of Vietnam to India, to kindly bless us with his thoughts, with his experiences.
Very good afternoon. Dear Bapu, dear Madam, Excellencies, dear Indian friends, I am a very new ambassador of Vietnam to India. In Vietnam, we have a saying, a one-day journey will bring you a basket of wisdom. My half-day journey today has brought me a container of wisdom. I believe that I learned tremendously through this very important trip to your place, Sulabh. Until now, at this moment, it is very hard for me to imagine nearly 50 years ago, you, Dr. Pathak, were able to come up with that visionary view. That visionary view is, I believe, a revolution in many ways. you have been able to bring cleanness to millions and millions of people. You have been able to teach people how to use clean facilities, to help to the environment. And now you have been able to create or invent the two-pit system, which is now also used in Vietnam. And now you are so generous to give it free to other countries who would like to apply it. But all the story behind this touches me more. I look at that story and I see, I stare at each and every face and figure of the persons, women, men, boys and girls sitting in this hall. And I know that they have traveled a long way thanks to you. This is a way they have been able to free themselves from being a very low class, what you call untouchable class. And this trip has brought me to a very brief history of India that I really want to learn more. And I see in that course of history of India, there is a constant evolution, a constant change for the better life of all the privileged, unprivileged people. And you have made possible thanks to your own efforts, Mr. Paquet. I thank you very much, not for on behalf of the Indian people, but on behalf of all those who love the poor, who love the unprivileged. And you have them to lift their status to a deserving and dignified status in the world today. I'm so moved to talk to the widows whose husband passed away and they could not afford to cremate their dead husband. I'm so moved to see all the women who have been able to change their status, and now they can look up on the same panel with all of us. I think that story is an early story, and it's a very happy ending story. I thank you very much for inspiring us, for inspiring millions of people, not only India, but across the world. I thank you.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, for your kind and generous word for Sulabh International. Thank you a lot. And now I request Honorable Mr. S.P. Singh Sirji. He's a chairman, Sulabh International Social Service Organization, to kindly share his views and thoughts and experiences.
It's our special honor to find in our midst respectable excellencies from South Asian countries and visitors. I welcome you. Sir, let me tell you one thing which you have not told. You and I have a common history. We have suffered together. We have been plundered together. Those memories still feel. Who is in the world who doesn't know Vietnam, how Vietnam fought? The Vietnam and My Lai, the burning girl. You know, the whole history is there. You and I are united by a common concern to grow together. You know, I need not go into the history of the South Asian country, which is a brilliant example of how they fought the colonial power and conquered it. Sir, we have a different story. The other day, Ambassador came here, then I told him that if you want to win the world, don't buy gun, don't raise army, build toilet. So he says, how can you build the toilet? How can you win the world by building the toilet? But I told them that how did Europe win by killing half the people and building what, getting what? France is France, Germany is Germany, England is. The world is the same. Half of the population, 20 million people killed. Now, as Dr. Pathak has said, Sulabh toilet is not simply a facility. It is a message. It is a message to serve the poor, those associated with sanitation. In countries, large number of people are suffering from this. Therefore, the toilet, when we speak of the Sulabh toilet, we speak of a message to serve those who remain left out in the mainstream. Sir, you and I have common history. You and I have a common level of development. You and I have common struggling economy. So we have to take two together. I welcome you, sir. I have plenty of history to tell about you, plenty of history to tell about the Sulabh institution. But here, our concern is to get together, clean up the world, and establish peace. Sulabh is the one to do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I request Honorable Mr. Samrendra Chatterjee, sir. He is the Executive President, Sulabh International Social Service Organization, to kindly deliver a vote of thanks.
His Excellency Dato Aduka Sidekali and spouse, Mrs. Our spouse, Shri Datin Maria Ratna Haji Apong, His Excellency Ung San, Ambassador, Embassy of Cambodia, His Excellency Pham San Chau, Ambassador, Embassy of Vietnam to India, Honorable Mr. Aung Aung Mio Thien, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of Myanmar to India, Honorable Mrs. Hoang Diem Han, First Secretary, Embassy of Vietnam to India, Honorable Mr. Bahari Joffre, Second Secretary, Brunei Darussalam High Commission to India, Honorable Mrs. Nilar Aung, spouse of His Excellency Ambassador of Myanmar to India, Mr. Mu Kyo Ong, and our Honorable and beloved founder, Mrs. Pathak, our Chairman, Mr. S.P. Singh, and all the distinguished members of the family of Sulabh. At the end of a wonderful day, it's my proud privilege to thank all of you for having spared your time and given us this opportunity of showcasing what Sulabh has to offer to the world. As you have, during your visit, seen and witnessed, Sulabh has a multifaceted area of activities, all basically devoted to the welfare of the poor. And what our founder, Dr. Pathak, has achieved, you can see today the vast army of workers, volunteers who are working, about 60,000 in number, spread all over the country and even outside. But when he started this half a century back, it was a one-man show. He had no support because he was working in a field which was not liked by his community at that time. And in spite of it, it was his zeal, his passion, his determination to achieve something for the welfare of the poor. His initial mission was to stop scavenging, to liberate the scavengers. But for that, he was the first person to realize that to eliminate scavenging, you need a technology, an alternative of how to dispose the human waste. It is with this aim in view that he set to work, and using all the knowledge available, applying his mind, he discovered or invented this twin pit technology for disposal of human waste. It was not easy to convince people. It took a couple of years for the technical people, both within the country and abroad, to actually say that yes, this is the best and the most economic way of disposal. In fact, there is no other way in which human waste can be disposed. The sewage system or the septic tank system have their own limitations. So once he started it, there was no going back. Slowly, people realized his achievement, and with it naturally came all the fame and name. And he has been rewarded amply with a large number of awards, starting with Padma Bhushan in India in 1991, and the Water Prize of Sweden, and to add glory to his achievements, 14th April 2016 was declared by the Mayor of New York as Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak Day in New York. He has his achievements. Apart from that, he has got over 100 awards from various international bodies and national bodies, which is too difficult to recount on an occasion like this. But I would also like to apprise you that our founder is not only devoted to the welfare of the poor, he is also a very multifaceted ability. He has talent in many other fields. He is one of the very prominent composers, lyricist, and singer. He is an academician and has encouraged a large number of people to go into academics and make a name for themselves. He is a great poet in his own right, and he takes pains to encourage poets, both established and struggling, to come up in life and establish themselves. Such is his multifaceted talent that it's very difficult to enumerate all of them. So some of the things you have seen, so we are very happy that you have been able to find so much time from your valuable schedule and give us this opportunity of showing you some of the bird's eye view of his activities over the period of last 50 years. We are really very grateful, but like they say, that all good things come to an end. So this very eventful day of today is now formally coming to an end. And I once again thank all of you for having spared your time and given us this opportunity. Thank you very much.
नेशनल एंथम राष्ट्रीय गान होगा, हिलिए डुलिए नहीं। जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे, भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल वंग, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उच्छल जलधि तरंग। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे, भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 जय। Thank you.